We are now joined by NBA champ, boy, that's fun to say, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Congrats on winning your first championship. How does it feel to be walking around this week and have everyone say, champ, 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 champ?
Man, it feels great, just to have that name attached to mine. I kind of went home first after the bubble, to be around family, especially my boys that I missed for 3 months. And that's all I was hearing. It feels wonderful.
How long does this last? How long do you celebrate for? This is number 1 in year 7. Hopefully you get some more before you're done. But how long does the celebration last? Because it usually varies with players.
I don't know. For me, I was ready to go again. that feeling of having, just to play, be with a group of guys like I had. It was fun, and I was ready to go, right away. But I don't think the partying and enjoying the moment lasts long because of this, how the season has went this year, and the time we're going to start back. So I feel like we enjoy the moment that we have and get back to it.
Hey, you got to hang on to this, right? No parade, but you're celebrating with family in other ways. And I have to compliment you because you're wearing a shirt, unlike several of your teammates who I think J.R. Smith, once again, second time around for him as a champion, I still don't think he has put a shirt back on. He took that shirt off during your guys' Game 6 before it was even over. And as far as I've seen, that shirt has not come back on yet again. So congratulations, not only a title, but being fully clothed. We really do appreciate that. I will say that Lakers fans can sometimes be a tough crowd to please, right? And it's not just you. I want to play some sound from Danny Green. This was after he missed what would have been that game-winning 3 back in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Take a listen.
It's a basketball game. People are emotional. Fans are emotional. I hope they don't take it that seriously. I hope that they're that passionate about voting or getting justice for these people who deserve the justice. We'll get some better change along the country. But it's a basketball game in the day, and I know that they're just taking out their emotions and they need somebody to blame. And it came down to that last play. And of course, I'm the easy target.
I thought it was so interesting what he said there, not just that part, but actually what I thought was even more interesting, he said, it doesn't bother me that much because he said, I've been conditioned by Lakers fans all year and throughout the bubble being critical of me. You had Lakers fans critical of you, frankly, since the moment you signed that contract. How tough has it been to weather that storm to get to this point and then have everyone turn around and be so happy with you during this final series?
I feel like LA fans they have their expectations, of their team, and I respect that. They hold you accountable, so I just feel like they real diehard fans. They expect you to be at your best, because of the organization. You're in LA, it's the Lakers. Kobe has ran the town, the team for 20 years. So it's a high expectation from the fans, and I respect that.
I always tell people when they come and play in LA, it's so much more than basketball. Obviously, being a Laker is on the biggest stage. You're under a magnifying glass, and your every move is critiqued on and off the court. Obviously, I started off on the wrong foot coming to LA, with the ball fake with Kobe. And when I tell you I got death threats and you better never show your face in LA and all that, but obviously I won the crowd over. You've been able to win the crowd over with your play, but it makes it that much sweeter when you've had to hear it all year and then you finally get to hold up the trophy for a city that at the end of the day really loves you, but they don't settle for anything but perfection.
Yeah, and I can say it's like a love-hate relationship. They be on you. They expect your best. And they love you regardless, but they expect the best.
Absolutely. You seemed really comfortable in the bubble, particularly in the finals. I think you played great. You were definitely one of the sparks. But when I was talking about the bubble, I said it's probably going to help the youngest players the most, mostly the Miami Heat, because they're not going to have to come into L.A. and know what it's like to play in a Game 5 crowd going crazy, screaming at you. How did you feel and how comfortable were you in that bubble playing, considering there was really no crowd there?
I felt very comfortable. I felt like it was less distractions, where you can just really focus in on the game. You can hear calls from the bench if the coaches is like basically, calling from the bench. Like with the crowd, it's hard to hear when the crowd is really like, going. So I felt like for me, it was less distraction. I could focus and get the job done.
So you have a player option with the Lakers next season, and it is officially the offseason now. You're going to have to start to make some of these decisions. You could probably get not just more money somewhere else, almost double somewhere else, but playing on a championship team has a lot of value. Playing in LA has a lot of value. Are you planning on returning to the Lakers?
It was nothing in the world that I would love to come back, to defend the title. That, like I said, the moment of just holding that trophy up, gave me, more motivation and inspired me to, try to get it again. But, I do have that option. I'm going to leave it up to my agent to handle that side of the business. And like I've been doing for 7 years straight, I'm just going to worry about my game, keep perfecting that.
Well, worrying about your game has certainly paid off. Congratulations. I cannot tell you how happy I am for you. The idea of what you sort of battled through and focused and the way that you worked, I have watched it every day. I got to see you up close, even more in the bubble. So impressive, the contributions you made to that team in the finals. And you are very much an NBA champion. We're going to look forward to seeing what you do next, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.